Good morning, friends, and welcome back to your channel Financial Freedom. It's quite early in the morning when I'm recording this video for you guys. So, as we all know, today is Thursday and it's an expiry day. So, without wasting further time, because I know we all have to prepare for today's charts and the trading session, let's move towards the market. So, the broader picture where we can see the global indices. The US market, Nasdaq has closed on an even base, where you can see there is an up move of 57 points. European markets, the German index DAX, and also overall the sentiments, even in the Asian markets, you can see there are slight sell-off and there are slight buying pressures, but everything remains within 1%. In fact, if you see overall, it's within 0.5%, even in the Asian markets and European markets as well as US markets. So it's pretty indecisive over there, but when it comes to Indian market, it's completely different. We have seen a tremendous rallies between past 2 days. So let's see. So I mean the tremendous rallies upward, which was a day before yesterday, and yesterday we have seen a tremendous rally downwards. But I have an accurate reason for the downward rally, which I'll share with you guys in a meanwhile. So let's see the Nifty 50. You can see the market closed 196 points down. So this is a 1.5% down, which is a bad sign because we all were thinking that Nifty might sustain above 13,000 levels, but it came crashing down. And when it comes to Sensex, even you can see there was a fall of 694 points. The market closed 694 points. When it comes to the Bank Nifty, 540 points. God, 1.82%, which was disastrous. To be honest, I somehow refrained myself from trading in Bank Nifty today. Yesterday, I was so I wanted to jump in and take a trade, but for some reason I controlled myself, and I would say that I made a wise decision. I was about to buy at this level, but thank God I didn't make that foolishness. It was actually a very good opportunity at that point of time if you have seen the chart from a 5 minutes time frame, but all of a sudden there was. Anyways, let's head towards the key support and resistance for the market. So today we can see the Nifty. So overall the Nifty has closed at 12,858. So you can see the upwards for the Nifty. As I said in the previous video, yesterday's video, that 12,800 is a very, very strong support for Nifty as of now. So if the Nifty moves upwards, you can see the next resistance, immediate resistance, which will be at 12,900. Then there is a psychological and the option writing resistance, which will be at 13,000 and respectively 13,100. These are the crucial levels for tomorrow. For today, sorry about this, for today. And when it comes to bank and supports for the Nifty, as I said earlier, the 12,800 is a strong support, and then we have a support at 12,680, and there is a huge psychological as well as option writing support at 12,500, which needs to be at your back of your mind. So it has to be 12,500 and 12,900. 13,000 is what 500 points. But again, this is a huge gap. 500 points for our Nifty. If it was a Bank Nifty, I would have said not. But as we have seen the rallies of Bank Nifty, see the market close of the Bank Nifty is 29,196. So the Bank Nifty will see, since I'm not considering the immediate supports, the immediate resistance for Bank Nifty, because the kind of rally Bank Nifty has shown in past 2 days is tremendous. And considering near-term future resistance and support would be not a wise decision. So I've taken the broader supports and resistance for the Bank Nifty. As of now, it will be 29,500, which will be the first resistance, and after that it's 29,820, and the biggest psychological as well as option writing support is at 30,000 for Bank Nifty. That's the upward. But when it comes to the down move, the immediate support which Bank Nifty can take is at 29,000, then it's 28,780, and the biggest support, the bottom base for the Bank Nifty for today will be 28,500. If 28,500 for some reason Bank Nifty breaks it, because it's market, anything can happen, but if it breaks it, you could expect all the way to 28,000. The market is very bearish as of now. There's no bigger reason behind this, but there's a reason which I'm going to share with you. So I'll just go straight away to the reason. You can see this is the foreign institutional investors and domestic institutional investors data, and as I usually say that a retail investor can't move the market. It has to be an institutional investor. It might be mutual funds, FIIs, DIIs, or an organization. So till now, every day we used to see that the gross purchases, the net purchases from FIIs were huge. So today you can see the FIIs, the total business which they have done is for 6,931 crores, out of which 6,907 crores was what they sold, and just 24 crores is what they bought. DIIs, on the other hand, as usual, they are always they're booking their profits. You can see the total business was 3,724, out of which 5,564 was selling, and 1,800. So when everything was huge sell, you can see if you just remove this 24 out of 18,040, again you have a tremendous number of sell. So even the FIIs were the one who have booked their profit yesterday, and just because of those profit booking, we have seen a tremendous downfall in the Indian market. Yes, and will the fall continue as of today as well? As I said in yesterday's video itself, 80% of the profit booking is done a day before the expiry these days. So you can expect a slight of downfall, ripple effect, what has actually come as of now. And I would suggest trade very cautiously, or the best option will be not to trade. See, if you not trade is not something which you have lost something. It's just that you have saved your wealth from getting destroyed. Unless and until you are very sure you're not getting a good price action entry, don't try to get into the trade for today. That is something which I would recommend. Now let's see towards the stock in news. It's a very big news, Lakshmi Vilas Bank, and there's a lot of confusion among the people. So what people see, we all know that there is a moratorium happen on this bank. They have actually defaulted. So RBI have put a moratorium which will be till 16th of December. But as of now, the bank got merged with DBS Bank of India, and the effect will be happening from 27th of November. So the moratorium is left, instead of 16th of December, the moratorium will be lifted by 27th of November. So people think that it's a very good news because Indian Bank is actually getting merged by an international Singaporean bank, which is DBS, and it's a good news for the shareholders. But I'll tell you what actually happens when a bank gets merged. So usually its shares get delisted from the share market. Everything is written off, and it was supposed to happen. It happens with all the banks. So Lakshmi Vilas Bank, you can see over here, its shares will be written off and delisted on the same day. So the last trading day for this share is on 27th of November. It will be delisted from the share market. So don't even think to buy this particular share, thinking that it's a benefit. It's not a good news. 110% it's not a good news. You are not supposed to make any kind of position from this bank. Just stay out of this. Now we have the second news, which is future consumer. As we all know, the controversial news happening between the future retail plus Reliance, Amazon and everything, and maybe it's an effect of it. Future consumer, so the CEO Rajnikant Sabnawaz has resigned from the CEO position. Again, it's not a good news. Obviously there has to be some effects. I don't know that it's direct related to the future retail deal between Reliance and the future retail and Amazon, but again, it's not a news which is a good. So PVR, again, the GEM equity has acquired 3.5 lakh shares in the company at each share at 1315, which is again good for PVR, since the cinema halls are opening up and the institutional investors are looking forward towards this business and investing in it. There was news between back 2 days as well, where there were a couple of investors who have bought PVR, and I have covered that news as well in this morning update video, heads up video. So next, moving is Siemens company. You can see the Siemens Q4 results. Yes, it's a Q4 actually. So Siemens do business usually where we have Q2 for the September month. They actually have a Q4 year end for September month. So they have reported a 330.2 crores profit, which actually compared to previous quarter was 339.9. So technically it's 3.7 crores loss, less than profit. Even the revenue has fell. So this time the revenue is 3,546.80 crores compared to the previous one was 3,894. So again, you can see there is a rough approx of 300 crores of revenue which has been fallen, and the company has announced a dividend of 7 rupees per share. Now we move towards Adani Green. So the Adani Green, there is Vistara India, which is gonna release 3.35 crores equity shares of the company. So Vistara is currently holding 3.35 crores of Adani Green, and it's gonna be sell off. So again, there will be a selling pressure in Adani Green. Adani Green is a stock which I usually stay away from it, because it's just either you see an upper circuit or you see a down circuit, and in today's market you have seen a down circuit. If you just open up the chart, you will see a down circuit. Within 1 minute of the market opening up, it just hit its 5% lower circuit and the stock was done for the day. It's much better that if you just avoid this kinds of shares where circuit is a problem, because it might be very good when the price is just jumping high and high and high and high. You will be enjoying that rush, that feeling in you of the profit, and you will be like, wow. But I'll tell you something, the day the stock starts hitting the lower circuit, you won't even have a chance to exit the stock, trust me, and it's not a ride which you should be taking. Now let's head towards the last stock in the news, which is Laurus Lab. The company has signed an agreement with 8 Road Ventures, as well as Venture East, Proactive Fund and Venture East, I'm sorry about this, as well as the Venture East Fund 3. And all these 3 companies, the Laurus Lab has signed a deal to acquire 72.55% stake in Richcore Life Science Private Limited, which is a biotechnology company, and this deal is worth 26.67 crores, which they have signed. Actually, this number is not wrong. I think it's 266.7 crores. Sorry about this, not 26. Yeah, now we are right. So yeah, Lotus Lab has signed a deal for 266.7 crores in order to acquire 72.55% stake in Richcore Life Science Private Limited, which is a biotechnology company. So these are the stocks which are currently in news. Just stay away from Lakshmi Vilas Bank, please. And you can trade according to the news if you want to trade. These are the key support and resistance for the Nifty and Bank Nifty, and I would recommend that please, it's better that you don't trade today. Just stay away for a day. Just look at to the market, how it moves and how it reacts. And only if you have a very good entry using the price actions and you feel like yes, you're 100% sure about it with minimum risk to reward ratio, yeah, then I would suggest go for it. But again, at the end of the day, it's your call. It has to be 100% your own decision. So invest accordingly. And that's all from my end, guys. You guys take care and all the best for today. Take care. Bye bye.